Hi everyone, my name's Sophia. Since the COVID 19 outbreak, we've experienced a lot of tragedy, but what a lot of people might not know is that there have been a lot of positives, especially in the environment. For example, carbon emissions are down due to the COVID 19 pandemic. Starting as early as March, there have been surprising climate change benefits of the coronavirus. Carbon emissions have plummeted during the pandemic because of the drops in traffic, power usage, and industrial production. Historically, however, brief dips like this have had a little lasting effect on climate change, as only systemic shifts have long term impacts. We can't be sure that these environmental impacts are going to be the same when we return to our normal way of living. I think that we should do more research into figuring out how we can solve these problems to do our best research. Social distancing has definitely resulted in some social and economic challenges for many. It also seems to be improving our air quality since travel has decreased across the board significantly. Researchers in New York are reporting early results saying that carbon monoxide levels produced by cars have decreased 50% in comparison to this time last year. China and Italy have also reported significant air pollution decrease since the outbreak. The coronavirus has affected air pollution in a significant way. In 2018, actually, the World Health Organization revealed that 93% of all children under the age of 15 are breathing toxic, polluted air. Since many countries going into lockdown, there are substantially fewer cars, airplanes, and vessels in motion. Carbon Brief reported that China's CO2 emissions were reduced by a quarter due to the pandemic. Environmental resources calculated that in 2 months of pollution reduction in China has probably saved the lives of 4,000 children under 5 and 73,000 adults over 70, which uh, would have been affected by high levels of pollution. In New York, the traffic has dropped 35% and emissions of carbon monoxide have gone down substantially. A lot of the people may remember seeing images all over the internet of clean water in Venice's canals. Like the absence of boat traffic and tourists seem to have made an impact on water quality. There have been fake pictures of wildlife returning to the canals. While Venice waters are a lot cleaner, the animals, such as swans and dolphins swimming there, are fake. The swan footage was actually taken in the canals of Burano, where they are regulars there, and the videos of dolphins swimming were captured in Sardinia. We can't say that the pandemic has brought all positive environmental news. One of the biggest problems we have is medical waste. As more and more countries provide medical care for victims, the population uses more disposable face masks and medical materials. China has been dealing with a lot of discarded face masks and medical waste. In Wuhan, the volume of medical waste quadrupled to over 200 tons a day. Hundreds of masks are piling up on Hong Kong's beaches. There are also concerns of the overuse of hand sanitizer and disinfectants, as these can become very toxic when not disposed of properly. The chemical products, wipes, and plastic bottles may end up in landfills or directly in streams and rivers. If there's a lesson to be learned from this history, is that when the crisis causes a drop in carbon emission, it's unlikely that it'll be sustainable. In the years after the drops, the world not only squandered like the gains made in reducing emissions, but it increased the production of carbon dioxide to higher levels than before. Even if we were able to maintain the level of global emissions we are at right now, the reduced rate due to the COVID 19 is slowing the economy. We would still need to reduce the emissions by 50% by 2030 if there's hope of stopping global temperatures from rising 1.5 Celsius above the pre-industrial levels, which scientists believe is necessary to avert some of the worst impacts of climate change. There should be ways that we can maintain this healthy environment during the COVID-19. Reducing one of the ways you could do, one of the things you could do is reduce your electric bill by and energy consumption by unplugging your unused electronics. It's a great way to conserve energy. I know a lot of us are stuck at home and all we have is our electronics going 24/7, but taking breaks from the electronics is beneficial for the planet and for our mental health and physical health as well. Thank you.